Welcome to the premiere performance of the 7th grade performing Birds of a Feather. Thank you for coming tonight. We sifted through a lot of plays, and always the class kept coming back to, we want to do a murder mystery. Mr. Radigan, we don't want to do that fairy tale or this legend or this thing. And I kept trying to steer them other directions, and they said, no, a murder mystery it is. So we looked at many. We looked at Murder on the Orient Express. But finally, we were lucky enough to have one right in our back pocket because our own Eve Smythe had written a comedy noir detective play that we just fell in love with. And so she can't be here tonight, unfortunately, because we moved it out a week for the snow days, but she will be here tomorrow and tomorrow night. But we got a copy of the script from her. We read it. We loved it. We decided this is the play for us. The time is the 1940s, Hollywood, California. It's a lot of people. There's a lot of people making money, and some of it's kind of dangerous. And we're going to find out that it might be super dangerous. Please see if you can follow the plot and figure out the ending for yourself. And so, no further ado, Class 7, Birds of a Feather.
Thank you guys for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Birdcage, our own aviary of entertainment here in Hollywood. Glad you could join us tonight, Mr. Peck. Mr. Gregory Peck, ladies and gentlemen. He's incognito tonight. Great disguise, Mr. Peck. Just pretend he's not there. Andre, some champagne for Mr. Peck.
Oui, Mr. Hayes. Maggie? Yes, sir.
Soon we'll have the incredible Anderson sisters, our very own songbirds here at the Birdcage. But first, let me introduce you to Gilbert Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, the funniest man in Hollywood.
He's the man that keeps this bird coop going. The funniest man in Hollywood. That's almost a compliment, except the competition isn't too tough in this town. I'm a New York man myself, but I like to migrate here for the winter. Which reminds me, there were two buzzards that were getting ready to migrate north for the summer. But after talking about it, they decided they were too old to fly all that way. So they decided to take a plane. When they were about to board the plane, the stewardess noticed that both buzzards were carrying a dead armadillo. So she asked, "You want to check those armadillos through as luggage?" But they said, "No thanks, they're carry-on." What? You didn't like that? I knew. See, I have a bird that predicts the future. It's an omen pigeon. Oh yeah, there's more where that came from, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, let's all do a little bird watching, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Anderson sisters, Birdie, Jay, and Robin, otherwise and fondly known as the Songbirds.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Birdie, and this is Robin and Jay. You all just look wonderful, don't they, Robin? They sure do. We're so happy to be here at the Birdcage. It's not as confined as Mrs. Not at all. Birdie's not too shabby either. Shall we? Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. Ooh, wow. Now you're singing with a swing. Swing, 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 swing. Everybody start to swing. Ooh, wow. Now you're singing with a swing. When the music goes around, everybody goes to town. But here's something you should know. Ho, ho, baby, ho, ho, ho. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. Ooh, wow. Now you're singing with a swing.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Songbirds. We'll be back to grace our ears with another song shortly. But, in the meantime, what do you call a parrot that flew away? A polygon. Get it? A polygon?
Everyone, stay calm.
It's
polygon.
Making any progress on the case?
Oh, hi, yeah, didn't hear you come in.
Yeah, it looked like you were concentrating really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Research for the Mr. Archer case?
It's relentless.
Hungry?
Gosh, yes. I haven't had time to eat a thing.
You have a little powdered sugar on your lip.
Oh, thanks.
Mr. Archer, huh? Is this what you call research? Is he trying to figure out who Clark Gable is currently escorting to the clubs? Really, Rita, how are we going to get ahead if you can't concentrate on work?
I try, Gail. I really do. But, you know, research. It's so boring.
Well, the shop can't all be glamour. Did you see the paper? Some poor guy dropped out of the birdcage last night. Right on stage, too.
Everybody's performing in this town. What happened?
They say he hit his head or something. Young guy, only 25. Paul Cooper, manager of the Songbirds.
Oh, wasn't he engaged, one of them?
Yeah, the birdie one.
Good morning. Sorry I'm late.
Good morning, June. You're not really late.
I'm not? Okay, good.
Wait. What's all the excitement?
Excitement?
Yeah, it looks like you're about to win an Academy Award.
Really? I guess it's just, excitement to be here at work. I really need to finish typing up those notes from yesterday.
June, this is actually the third time this week you've been rushing in late.
But she's not really late.
Gosh, I'm so sorry, really. I'll do better.
Why? Why the 2 minutes late 3 times this week? Why the excitement? What's the mystery?
I don't really...
June, you're fine. Don't worry about it. It's none of our business.
But we're curious.
Rita,
Well, I am.
you go ahead and get to that typing, June. Here, have a donut.
Thanks. I thought that was my donut.
You already had yours. Well, look what the cat drafted.
You have a cat?
Good morning, Miss Bennett, Miss Miller.
Detective Tracy.
Who's the sidekick? This is Officer Davis. He's my new assistant. He's in training to be a detective, so of course they want him to train with the best.
So what's he doing with you?
Officer Davis, ma'am. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
I heard about your work in the Dead Series. Impressive work.
Aren't you sweet?
Yes? No? I guess.
Officer!
Archer! Ma'am.
So, Detective, what do you owe this not so pleasant pleasure?
Gail, such hostility. I just wanted to make sure your license was in order. Just a public service, is it really? It would be terrible if something were amiss and your private investigator license was suddenly suspended.
June?
Yes?
Could you please pull up our PI license and show it to Detective Tracy?
Sure, no problem. Oh,
Officer Davis, ma'am.
Here you go, Detective.
Everything seems to be in order.
Oh, thank goodness.
Working on any interesting cases at the moment?
Now, Detective, you might notice our license says private investigator. That means it's private.
I just don't want you girls getting into any trouble. But don't worry, I'll be looking out for you, watching your back.
For where to stick the knife?
Well, we're off. We've got some real crimes to solve.
Maybe I'll see you around.
You just might, rookie.
Ooh, she gets me so steamed.
Yeah, we noticed already. So, how do you know Officer Davis?
what? I don't.
You don't?
Nope, well, typing calls.
So many mysteries, so little time. So we're gonna go ahead and open tonight? But, Mr. Paul, it's only been 2 days.
This show must go on.
But how will Birdie even be able to sing?
When I was a little boy, there was a bird that built a nest in a tree just outside me. This bird would perch on the side of the nest and sing terrible. One night, we had a terrible windstorm. In the morning, I looked out, and the nest was gone. The parrot. I looked out, and the nest had fallen to the ground. The little eggs were broken, and the bird, she's on the tree branch, and she's singing. Even when its heart is breaking, a bird sings. what bugs do. That's really sad.
Come on, we need to see this through. I think we should go and change your venue. All of us do.
But Mike and the birdcage have done so much for us. We need to stay here for now. We can't just abandon ship. Oh, it's okay, sweetie. Mademoiselle. Thank you, Andre. Do you need anything, Miss Birdie? A glass of water?
Oh, Maggie, that's so sweet. No, I'm fine. I just don't know how I'm going to sing tonight.
That's what I said, and then Andre told me all about the bird and the tree and the nest. Mon Dieu, come along, Maggie. We have look. Let these songbirds have their roost.
How you doing, honey? I still can hardly believe it happened. That Paul's really gone. I keep expecting him to walk through the door.
Ah, just who I was hoping to catch. The lovely songbirds.
Mr. Williams, nice of you to stop by.
Warren, please. I wanted to stop by and offer my condolences in person. You did receive the flowers I sent, yes?
Yes, you really shouldn't have.
Oh, no, it was the least I could do.
And just what do you mean by that, Mr. Williams?
I mean, it was the least I could do to convey my sympathy without intruding.
What's your problem? Just be nice. Like a spider to a fly. Mr. Williams.
Warren,
Warren, I was just mentioning to Jay that maybe a change of venue would be good for us. With, things being the way they are. But I don't know if your offer is so fair.
Robin?
What? I'm just seeing what our options are.
the offer for you to headline my club in New York, the Paradise? Why, of course it still stands. And you're right, Robin. A change of venue might be good. And you, Miss Anderson, be my bird of paradise.
Please excuse me. I need to prepare for tonight's show.
Tact, Mr. Warren, is something you are poorly missing.
Tact?
You're a smart guy. But do me a favor and look it up in New York.
Why New York? Does it mean something's different there?
No, they'll just be farther away.
Please forgive my sisters, Warren. Emotional times. You understand.
Of course.
Oh, Mr. Williams, I didn't realize you were here.
Gilbert, how are you?
You mean aside from having a dead body tossed on my stage? Just great. Thanks for asking. Now, about that booking in New York.
Booking?
Yeah, at your club. The Paradise?
We're pretty booked up, Gilbert.
But Mr. Williams, you said that if I...
What I said was if the songbirds decided to come east, you could join them. But I'm not sure they've made that decision yet. It would be helpful if they decided to come. You want to be helpful? Would you, Gilbert?
Yeah, well, I'll keep working on it.
Ah, Mr. Turner, could you please let Mr. Hayes know we're here?
Sure thing, Detective Tracy.
Mr. Williams, what are you doing here at the birdcage?
Just checking out my reservations for this evening.
In person?
Yeah, is that a crime?
Not yet.
Well, hey, Detective Officer. Wasn't that Warren Williams? The guy who owns the Paradise Club in New York? What was he doing here? I mean, really?
I have some thoughts on that.
You do?
Detective Tracy. Officer Davis, good to see you. Any news about what happened at Hall?
Yes, we've gotten in all the reports. James?
Seems Mr. Cooper had an accident backstage. He accidentally hit his head, causing a skull fracture.
He hit his head, is that what you're saying? That this was just an accident?
I don't know. Are we saying it was an accident? Mr. Hayes, what kind of lighting do you have backstage? It's pretty dark back there, isn't it? It could be very dangerous if someone wasn't watching their step. Deadly, even.
What are you insinuating? Paul Cooper was my best friend. He was like a brother to me, and I don't think this was an accident.
What do you mean? Do you suspect foul play?
The vows.
Murder?
Yes, murder.
Mr. Hayes, kindly do not let your imagination run away with you. We did our investigation. We have our reports. Mr. Cooper hit his head on some metal structural work backstage. It is a tragedy, I understand, an avoidable one, but it happened. I suggest you assess the safety needs in your club to make sure it doesn't happen again.
That's it? You're just gonna leave it at that? You don't even want to hear what I have to say?
Mr. Hayes, what do you believe happened?
Officer Davis, a moment. Officer Davis, you just started working with me this morning. This case is done. Save your investigative skills for the next case.
Sorry, sir. Ma'am?
What we have here is a man who lost his friend, and he is resistant to the truth. He wants there to be a reason, and he doesn't want that reason to be his own negligence. This is perfectly natural.
Of course.
And Officer Davis, you follow my lead. You got that?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hayes, I'm sorry for your loss, but this case is closed. Good luck with it.
Closed, is it? You think so? Last night you said a great many things. You said I was thinking for both of us. Well, I've done a lot of since then, and it all adds up to one thing. You're walking out the door to where you belong. Now you've got to listen to me. I'm saying because it's true. Inside of us, we both know we belong. If you don't go, you will regret it. Maybe not today, and maybe not tomorrow, but soon. And for the rest of your life. We'll always have Paris. I've got jobs to do. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I have to do, you can't be any part of. I'm no good at being noble. Someday, you'll understand that. Here's looking at you, kid.
June, who are you talking to?
Oh, hi.
Is there someone here?
No, just me. Just me and typing.
But I heard you talking to...
Talking? Me? Oh, right. Sometimes I, talk to work.
Come again?
Hello, you little letter. Let's go type you.
Sure, Mr. Hayes, come on in. I saw the paper. Tragic. This is my partner, Rita Miller. This is Mr. Hayes, owner of the Birdcage.
Please, just call me Mike.
But why do you think there is foul play regarding Mr. Cooper's death? He thinks there's foul play.
They're saying he hit his head on something backstage. And I know that's not true.
Who is they?
Detective Alice Tracy.
Oh, really?
There's nothing back there to hit your head on. Plus, Paul had been backstage a million times. He knew his way around. I don't deny his head was hit, but it was hit by someone.
And do you have any idea who that might be, Mike?
Warren Williams.
Warren, I'm in the Paradise, and I'm in the cover of the tabloid tab. On any given day, sounds so handsome and rich. Williams?
That's the one. He's been wanting to get the Songbirds to a club in New York. He's been relentless with the offers. But Paul's their manager, and he kept turning Warren down. The Songbirds like it here in LA at the Birdcage. I don't see why Warren couldn't let it go. Sure, the Songbirds are great, but there's other fish in the sea. Birds in the sky. Singers in the world.
So you think Warren Williams murdered Paul Cooper because he wanted the singers for his club? I don't know, Mr. Hayes. If the police have already done an investigation...
We'll take it. Huh? We'll take the case and prove that Detective Tracy is wrong.
Thanks so much. Just let me know what you need. Here's my card. Drop by the club anytime.
Will do, Mike. Now don't you worry. We'll find out what really happened.
Will we now?
Yep, we will.
Gail?
I gotta go.
You do?
Yes.
Now we just got a new case.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be back later.
I miss Danny. He was the best boy Friday. Why do you have to leave us to pursue a career in radio? June doesn't even remember trim donuts.
Yes, but she can type really well. So shall we make a plan?
Yep, best you get her.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. That was beautiful, honey. Oh, thank you, Miss Birdie. I hope someday you can sing as good as you. I don't think that'll be a problem. You're off to a great start, sweetie. Really? You think so? I sure do. Why you keep practicing? You'll be putting me out of a job. Oh, I would never want to do that. Oh, of course not, sweetie. I was just kidding. The world is big enough to hold as many beautiful voices that'll open up and sing. Gosh, that sounds nice. My mom used to sing. Used to? Yeah. Before she got sick. Now she never sings. What's good is I got this job here since she can't work anymore. I make enough to pay the rent and buy the medicine. Mr. Mike is real good about sending food home with me. I get to hear you and the Songbirds sing. I tell my mom all about it. The medicine seems to be helping. Most days. Oh, sweetie, I had no idea. It's okay, really.
Robin, I think you should just relax. There's no hurry.
What do you mean? Opportunities like this don't just come along every day. Besides, public
Robin. But it could.
How do you mean?
Warren Williams.
What about him?
Robin thinks he'd be willing to back us. I'm sure he would. But you know it would come with its own price tag, Robin. But what does that compare to Billy Paul's hopes for us?
Now, what's all this wobbling in the hen house? Was it something I said?
Now what we've done. What I've done? Maggie, honey, can you run and get some water? I'll meet in our dressing room.
You bet instead.
And you and I will talk later. Not when there's really anything to discuss.
Family, am I right?
Why do you make everything so complicated?
Is this about Warren Williams?
Yeah, I think he could help with the money to make that record.
That sounds like a good thing.
I know, and we could go to New York and be the stars at the Paradise Club.
That also sounds like a good thing.